Super Eagles got trumped by the elephants. Wait, it's a Man United show, so OT tell me what's the relevance. It's irrelevant, but I gotta speak for my mental health and for my mental development. Now I'm walking around hiding my face from the public with a mask on like Osman. What? Super Eagles got trumped by the elephants. Wait, it's a Man United show, so OT tell me what's the relevance. It's irrelevant, but I gotta speak for my mental health and for my mental development. Now I'm walking around hiding my face from the public with a mask on like Osman. Now let me talk about the Scottishman. Eric Ten Hag stopped the man, brought a fresh, and Scotty made an impact yet again. Had a crowd in a maze when he headed in. Now it's up direction we're headed in. Adrenaline wore off, now we're setting in. Man United 6 points clear off the top 4. Who would have saw this happening? What? Yo, this is the OT99 Banter room where opinions are shared and smoke gets served. Look, we're back again with another show. It's your boy Therms, and we're here with the good news. Celebrate. Look, it's a catch-22, man. It's a catch-22, and I'm gonna get into that. But before I get into that, look, Douglas Luiz. Look. I was fuming when Douglas Luiz got that equalizer. I can't even lie to you, bro. When he tried to celebrate like that in front of Onana, in front of his fans, I thought, oh my days, bruv. We can't let this guy come and do this, bruv. I thought, what? Look, anyway, let's get into this thing. Let's get into this. Look. Look, I have to say, look, this guy Rasmus Højlund, man, he keeps coming with the smoke. That's 5 and 5 now. Like, he scored, 11 goals or something like that in all competitions. That's more than he scored all last season in all competitions for Atalanta. I think it was like 10 in all competitions. This guy is finally hit form, man. Rasmus Højlund is finally hit form, and we can see a player there. Look, there was the need of Man United wanting a Kane, someone experienced, you know what I mean? Ivan Toney, potentially a Victor Osimhen. But this Rasmus Højlund is all the weight on his shoulders, and he's saying, do you know what? I'm taking this responsibility. I'm living up to this price tag, and I'm going to make sure that I come good for this team. And he's doing it week in, week out. Like, Rasmus Højlund, to be honest, he could have got 2. There was that shot, point blank, I think it was in the 6-yard box, where like he kind of like shot, and then I think it was Diego Carlos or something like that got a foot there and blocked it, and it kind of went wide. It went out for a corner, whatever it is like that. Look, this guy is in red hot form. In around that box, if you put the ball near him, he's a predator. He's gonna get that. He's gonna smoke. You understand? So Man United could have been 2 up. It's not to take anything away from Aston Villa, because you know what? Even though Aston Villa isn't in the greatest of form or whatever like that, they had opportunities, man. Like, we saw McGinn, for example, strike that ball. Strike that ball clean. And it forced an amazing save from Onana, man. Onana tipped it wide. And I thought, wow, you can't give someone like McGinn that space. He had all the time in the world to hit that true and clean, man. And all I can say is, thank God that Onana got that hand to that ball, man, and tipped it over that bar, because that looked like it was destined for the top corner. But like I said, Onana, man, he didn't put a foot wrong. Do you understand? Like, he made some vital saves, and that was one of them that kept us in the game. Another one is when McGinn slipped in Ollie Watkins, and then Onana was quick off his line, you understand? Made himself big, smothered that ball. I think he blocked it with his leg in the end like that. And that was another vital moment, another big chance for Aston Villa where they could have leveled up. Do you understand? And made that game 1-1 and changed the whole dynamics of that game. Got the crowd on side. Do you understand? It's their home ground. This is the Aston Villa that hasn't really lost any games at home. Manchester United, like maybe the odd 1 or 2, whatever, Manchester United went there and took 3 points. That is massive. Look, we looked at these run of games with Wolves, West Ham, and now Aston Villa thinking, I don't know if we're going to get any points from these, or maybe if we do get points from these, there'll be a loss in there somewhere or drawing there. Man United have gone to these places and taken 9 points. 9 points. And we're thinking, raw, those 9 points. And it shows you how bad it was for Manchester United, because Manchester United are still 6 points off off Tottenham. I think 5 points off Villa or something like that, or yeah, around that. And you're just thinking, wow, even after going through 3 games in a row, collecting 9 points, there's still that gap. And it just shows you how bad our season has been going up until now. It shows the damage control that we have to do, man. All that re-correcting the wrongs that was happening at Manchester United. Because we was in free fall, man. Like Man United at one point could have been sitting 10th, 11th. We were close to that 10th, 11th, 12th potentially. But Manchester United have managed to turn it around in a pivotal moment, the second half of the season now, and building a bit of momentum. And we saw Casemiro be a big part of that. We saw Martinez for his game or two have a big part of that. Luke Shaw, again, he's injured. It's so annoying. You know what I mean? He was a big part of that transition, that turn. You know what I mean? It's like they came in, gave us an energy injection bit, and then left again. But that has helped Manchester United continue to go on this trajectory. And hopefully the momentum continues and sustains, because we need these points. And that game, Aston Villa, was a 6-pointer. Do you understand? It was a 6-pointer. And I'm glad that we got that W. And not only that, in another couple of weeks, Aston Villa has got to play Tottenham. And that's a 6-pointer for them. So somewhere, somehow, if Man United continue maintaining that momentum, I think we've got Luton next, and can't remember the other team, Fulham or whatever it is. If Man United can get those W's before we play Manchester City, we could be in a really good position, because in that space of time, Aston Villa's got to play Tottenham. So we could be in a good position. So I'm happy that we got these victories, man. I'm really happy, man. But look, back on Onana, man, he made some incredible saves, man. Like I said, the McGinn shot, he made a great save. McGinn put in Watkins, he made himself large, smothered the ball, made a great save. And again, there was another time where Matty Cash was running down the wing, drilled in a low cross, and Ollie Watkins got on a bit aside of Rafael Varane. And then again, Onana made that point blank save. He probably didn't know too much about it, but it was in the right place at the right time. He got his arm on it, he get me, and deflected wide. Important save, man. But then obviously not too long after that, man, there was a bit of ricocheting in the box. The ball was bouncing, and then get me, you had Douglas Luiz that tap it in. Then he comes and do this. I'm thinking, what? Not this again, bro. Not this again. Man United not being clinical enough to put away these teams. 1-0 is always stressful. Even 2-0 is stressful. And Manchester United didn't get the job done. We're going to unravel now. The momentum, was with Aston Villa at that point. But no. Garnacho was like, you know what? Let me try and do something about this. He took the ball. He went on a heroic run. It was running through that centre. You get me? Duppy past one, Duppy past two. Smashed it. Went narrowly wide above the post. And I'm thinking, oh my God, this is the last chance. Manchester United have dropped these points. We threw it away. Man United could have done it. It could have been a nice smash and grab. And what happens? Erik ten Hag makes the super sub, Scotty McTotti, you get me, he comes on, he replaces Rashford, and I commend him for that. You get me? Because he didn't take off any of them in midfield. He saw Rashford, and Rashford wasn't having a good game. He wasn't coming back enough to support his man. He wasn't coming back to support Lindelof. He wasn't coming back to support that left back. You understand? And it was creating havoc as well. So he took off Rashford. Rashford wasn't having a great game offensively as well. And he brought on Scott McTominay. Told him, you know what? Go and be that second striker. Push forward, you understand? Support Rasmus Højlund. What happens? Bruno puts in a ball. Maguire gets his... is it Maguire that gets his head on it or whatever? Anyway, Bruno puts in a ball. And then flip it. Scott McTominay gets a header on that. Smashes it in. Boom. Runs off going like that, jubilating. Rasmus Højlund drains him as well. And you got the picture of both of them, the two goal scorers, the two that is firing Manchester United back to the top. And I love it. Look, Scott McTominay, we could say whatever we want to say about this guy. He may not be good enough. He's not technical enough. He doesn't help defensively. But one thing I can say is when Erik ten Hag makes that sub, more time or not, this guy has an impact in this team. And we have to commend Scotty McTominay for that. We have to commend him for that, because McTominay, is having an impact. McTominay is shaping the outcome of these games, man. He's a guy that's happy to come off bench. He's not making too much noise. He's keeping it professional. And when he comes on, he does a job. And he's pulled us out the hole a couple of times this season. And we have to commend him for that. If anything, we have to commend Scotty McTominay for that, man. And Erik ten Hag is choosing the right moments to bring this guy on. It was a bold move. Remember, you're talking about dying minutes taken of Rashford, a striker, one of your only strikers, to bring on Scott McTominay. And Scott McTominay turned it around. And he got the winning goal in the 85th, 86th minute. And Manchester United got away from that game, smash and grab. We got those 3 points. And I have to commend Erik ten Hag for his substitutions as well, because it is a bold move to do that. And to be fair, I can't lie, it's not like Rashford was doing too much anyway, But you know what I mean? A lot of managers will still leave man on because he's a striker and we haven't got no strikers on bench, and they'll just be praying with their fingers crossed and not taking action. That, you know what I mean? And leaving and Rashford hoping that he gets a goal. But you know what, yeah? What's annoying and the negatives about this is, one, you had what's his name? Who was it? Erik ten Hag saw the pressure that we was under. He saw the pressure that we was under, yeah, and he just left the team as it is. He didn't make any substitutions earlier on in that game. We saw Ramsey getting in that pocket between your Mainu, Casemiro, and the defender, picking out those pockets. Ramsey was getting into slotting in balls, and we didn't even stem that. The DM was not marking Ramsey. He could have created havoc. We didn't close him down. We waited to the nth minute to make a substitution, bro. We just saw the pressure keep going on and on and on, and we didn't do nothing about it. You look at teams like Mourinho, bro. Come out in the second half, he would have made 2 substitutions, probably even 3. You understand? We left it late to start bringing on Johnny Evans. Do you know what I mean? To start bringing on defensive-minded guys to shut up shop. And at the end of the day, that could have cost us. It really could have cost us, man. We need to start making changes in-game sooner. Not just hoping and praying, because that's all it thought it was. We're just getting peppered, and we're hoping and praying that we don't concede. And everyone would have saw it. The saddest thing is every Man United fan would have saw that goal coming from Aston Villa. They would have saw it from a mile away because the pressure kept on building. It was unsustainable. You understand? It was unsustainable. So that's the negative, and we really got to change that, man. Because Erik ten Hag at one point, when we was under all this immense pressure, he was sitting on the bench just staring like he had no clue. But all of us are nervous, biting our nails, thinking, oh my gosh, like I can't believe they missed that. Thank God for that. They weren't clinical and they're not in red hot form. And if we're up against a team in red hot form, if we're up against Arsenal, you saw their scoreline. We would have paid for it. We would have paid for a lot of the chances that we gave away. We're not defending well enough. We ain't got Martinez now. We ain't got Luke Shaw now. We ain't defending well enough. You understand? We're just lucky, yeah, that our next game against Luton again is not in red hot form. They've kind of dipped slightly in form. Do you understand? They dropped points against Newcastle where they should have gone on and won that, to be honest, in their form and how the game was going. They went to 4-4. They dropped points against, who was it? Sheffield United as well. 3-1 they lost. So they're not in red hot form. So hopefully Manchester United can capitalise on that as well and get the 3 points against Luton. But we're very lucky, man. We're really lucky. And if anyhow Luton turns up the pre-Newcastle or even the Newcastle Luton, we could find ourselves in a very, very tricky game and a very difficult game, man. Very difficult with the way they're defending. Hopefully, man, Luke Shaw comes back soon because we need him. Do you understand? Hopefully, Martinez obviously comes back soon because we need him. It's just our luck, yeah. Martinez comes back, we lose him straight away. Luke Shaw comes back, we lose him. Like, what is going on at Manchester United with these injuries, man? What is going on? It's like one of the worst seasons for injuries, man. And I'm not surprised that our medical team is being reviewed and guys are being moved on because it is not good enough. It really isn't, man. It really isn't. I know Chelsea's had their problems, but Manchester United, it is peak right about now with the injuries. It is peak. It is real peak. We just need light at the end of the tunnel where all of these players come back and they're fit and we can see out the rest of the season. Look, Malacia, where is he? Unknown injury. Like, what is going on? It is just, I don't know, man. But anyway, I'm happy that we got the 3 points. I'm happy that we're moving onwards and upwards. And I'm happy that Rasmus Højlund is off the mark again. Like, for me, you would have heard it through this video, the emphasis that I put on Onana. I know Maguire got man of the match. And I ain't really going to argue because he put in a shift. He did what he had to do. But for me, Onana kept us in that game, man. He made some vital saves. And for that reason, I'm giving it to Onana as man of the match, man. He made at least 3 crucial saves. And you look at that, it's a bit David De Gea-esque. Obviously, David De Gea's saves are more like critical, more like dangerous. He does it more often as well. But I left that game like with that David De Gea feeling where I'm saying, bro, you kept us in the game. And that's what Onana did, man. He really did keep us in that game. So for that reason, like I said, I give it to man of the match to Onana. But let me know who your man of the match is, man. Let me know who you thought deserved that MOTM trophy for that game, man. Remember, guys, man, this is my views. You can have your views and you can let me know in the comment section. Guys, I'm signing out. Hope to see you in the next game. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And before I sign out, by the way, I'm fuming with Nigeria, man. The Super Eagles got trumped by the Elephants, man. I'm fuming. We should have taken that game. With all of that mockery that we've been giving all of the African nations, especially South Africa, our piano and all of that stuff. Look, it's our time to hold that corn, man. It is stress. This is the only time I'm coming on social media, man. After this, I'm signing out. Catch me when you can. You understand? Guys, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.